A very good morning, my dear students. Welcome back. Today we are going to start with the conversions of potential energies to kinetic energies and vice versa. In the previous class, we have learned about work. We have learned about mechanical energy, where we have learned about potential energy and kinetic energy, and there we have, in the potential energy, we have learned about gravitational potential energy, and we have learned a bit about elastic potential energy, and then we have learned about kinetic energy. In the gravitational potential energy, we have studied about the mathematical expression, that is mgh, where m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the raised height of the body. And in the kinetic energy, we have learned of the mathematical expression, that is half mv square, where m is the mass of the body and v is the speed of the body with which it is moving in a particular direction, or the velocity of the body. Today we will be learning about the conversions of potential energy to kinetic energy, and then again to potential energy, like this. So first we are going to see of how a simple pendulum works. Now, what is a simple pendulum? A simple pendulum is a metal bob which is tied to a string and attached to a rigid fixed surface. Okay. Now, first at this particular point, when we let this pendulum, simple pendulum, rest, the gravitational potential energy is zero, because it is having no raised height. If the raised height is zero, then the gravitational potential energy, the product, becomes zero. That means the potential energy that is possessed by the bob or the pendulum at this particular point is zero. Now, when you displace the bob to a particular height, so what happens? It is gaining a height, isn't it? It is gaining a height, raised height. So let us name this point as A. Not A. Let us name this point as A. This point as B. So at B, when we raise the bob, the height that we have given is called the amplitude. Is called the amplitude of the simple pendulum. That means the maximum displacement that we have given to the bob. Now at this particular point, the gravitational potential energy is maximum. However, the kinetic energy is zero, because we are holding the bob and we have not let the pendulum to come to motion yet. Now what do? At this particular point, we leave the bob. What happens? The bob starts moving down with showing a gain in speed. That means the bob will then try to move from here to here and ultimately to here, showing a gaining in speed. That means if it shows a gain in speed, it is slowly starting to possess kinetic energy. From where? The potential energy that it had attained at this particular position, part of it is getting converted to kinetic energy, and as there is an increase in the speed, more amount of potential energy is getting converted to the kinetic energy. And when the bob comes here, full of the gravitational potential energy that it had attained at this position gets converted to kinetic energy. That means at this position, what happens? the kinetic energy of the pendulum becomes maximum. Okay, the kinetic energy of the pendulum becomes maximum. Now, since it has kinetic energy and it is the energy that is possessed by a moving body, it will continue to move. So what happens? It again moves to this position. Now, what happens here? When it starts moving to this position, it shows a decrease in its speed. It shows a decrease in its speed. Let us name this position as C. Why? Because a part of its kinetic energy is getting converted to gravitational potential energy, because as it is moving from here to here, it is gaining a height. It is gaining a height, due to which the kinetic energy is slowly getting converted to gravitational potential energy, and there will be a point when the full of the kinetic energy will be converted to the gravitational potential energy. So at this point, particular C, the gravitational potential energy now becomes maximum. Why? Because the whole of the kinetic energy has been converted to the gravitational potential energy. Now at this particular point, since it has got potential energy, since it has got stored energy, due to that it will again start swinging back, because it has got energy now to do some work, to show displacement. So it will again start displacing. That means from here again the gravitational potential energy will start getting converted to kinetic energy, and at this position it will have the maximum kinetic energy, because the full of the gravitational potential energy will be converted to kinetic energy, and because of the kinetic energy possessed here, it will again swing back. So this goes on, and at every position, if you see, the sum total of the gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy, maximum plus 0 maximum, maximum plus 0 maximum, maximum plus 0 maximum, that is the sum total of the gravitational potential energy plus kinetic energy, which we have learnt is actually mechanical energy, that remains constant, isn't it? At every position, the sum total of the gravitational potential energy and the kinetic energy remains constant. This is from the law of conservation of energy, that is, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be changed from one form to other. That is, when it is swinging back from starts swinging from here to here, there is no loss of energy. Rather, it is showing, or it is transforming from one form to other. That is, it is transforming from the potential energy to the kinetic energy. It is transforming from one form to the other. Okay, so this is the conversion of the potential energy to kinetic energy and vice versa in case of the simple pendulum. Now we will be studying one more example. That is the roller coaster. That is present in amusement parks, isn't it? So the roller coaster looks something like this, though it has many more hills. But let us see that this hill has the maximum height. So the cart is here, then the cart is here, then the cart is here. Okay, now firstly the cart was here where people ride on. Now when the cart is moved to this height, with the gain in height, what energy will the cart with the people possess? Gravitational potential energy, because of the raised height. So at this particular position, that is at the highest peak or at the highest heel, the gravitational potential energy becomes maximum. Now when the cart starts moving, what happens? It starts gaining in speed. It starts gaining in speed. Now why will it start gaining in speed? Because the gravitational potential energy slowly gets converted into kinetic energy. And more potential energy getting converted to kinetic energy, more is the gain in the speed. So at this particular place, at this valley, what happens? The full of the gravitational potential energy gets converted to kinetic energy. But the gravitational potential energy over here becomes zero because it has got no height. It has lost its raised height. Now, when it again starts moving from here to here, what happens? In the roller coaster, we see that when the cart moves, there is a huge amount of sound getting created. That is because of the friction between the wheels and the tracks, isn't it? So, the kinetic energy that it has got possessed now slowly starts converting to gravitational potential energy. However, a part of it also gets converted to sound energy as well as heat energy. Why? Why? Because of the friction between the wheels and the tracks. So, a part of the kinetic energy is getting converted to sound energy and heat energy, and the rest is getting converted to gravitational potential energy. So, the cart which is at this particular heel will have less potential energy than this. And it will again show a decrease in speed than the speed which the cart had taken over here. Understood? Because a part of the energy is slowly getting converted to other form of energy which is actually not required. That is, the sound and heat energy is actually not required, but still a part of the energy is getting converted to sound and heat energy. So at this particular heel, the cart will have gravitational potential energy less than this height. Okay? And again it will start moving. That means from here to here, when it moves, it will show a gain in speed because the gravitational potential energy will convert into kinetic energy. Understood? And at every position, the sum total of all the energies will be constant because no amount of energy gets wasted or destroyed. No amount of energy gets destroyed. It only changes its form. So the sum total of all the forms of the energies always remains constant by the law of conservation of energy. So this is another example where there is interconversions of energies. Let us see another example which is very important one. That is hydroelectric plant. Now in the hydroelectric plant, what happens? Firstly, water is stored in a dam. Thus, the stored water gets a raised height. So the stored water has gravitational potential energy. Now when it is made to flow through a tunnel, the gravitational potential energy slowly starts converting into kinetic energy. And when that flowing water falls on the turbines, it runs the wheels of the turbines. So the kinetic energy of the flowing water gets converted into rotational kinetic energy in the turbine, isn't it? And the shaft that connects the turbine to the generator, that also moves. Thus, sum total of the potential and the kinetic and the amount of work that is done, that is mechanical energy, leads to the conversion of the mechanical energy to electrical energy by the use of the generator. Let us see in this particular diagram which is given in your book. Okay, so what happens? Water when stored in the dam has got a raised height. That is why water stored in dam has more potential energy than the water which is present in the river. So river water is stored in dams so that because of the raised height, it may have the gravitational potential energy. And when that gravitational potential energy is made to flow, that running water possesses kinetic energy. That running water when falls on the turbines, it converts into rotational kinetic energy, and thus the generator is connected to the turbines by a shaft, and thus the mechanical energy is getting converted to electrical energy by the generator, and that electrical energy is transmitted from here to different parts through these transmission wires, and ultimately it is supplied to the end users, that is to households or either to industries. Understood? So here what happens actually, the water stored in the dam has gravitational potential energy. Now you could have questions that what if we just take water from the river and then straight away let it fall on the turbine? Now that will not be able to run the turbines in the speed with which the flowing water from the dam will run the turbine. Why? Because that river water does not have that much amount of gravitational potential energy which the stored water in the dam will possess because of the raised height. And that much huge amount of gravitational potential energy will get converted to kinetic energy when it is made to flow. And that flowing water, when falls on the wheels of the turbines along with the shafts, ultimately gets converted to electrical energy, which is transmitted through the transmission wires and ultimately provided to the end users, that is to the houses or to the small scale or large scale industries. Okay, so these are the three examples, very common examples, where we see that there is always a conversion of the two different forms of mechanical energy, from kinetic to potential to kinetic, and again as such. So your homework would be to read the lessons given in page 61 and 62 thoroughly. Prepare yourselves well and get your concepts clear. Okay, if you have any problem, you may call me up from 10 to 4 every day, except the weekends, obviously. So this will be all for today's class. Till then, children, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll be again meeting in the next class virtually through online classes. Okay, not online classes but just a video session. Thank you for attending the class.